Welcome to Clarence D. East Field at York Community High School, home of the Dukes. Today's regional match is the Downers South Mustangs versus your Dukes of York. As a reminder, today's contest event, all spectators are reminded to model good sportsmanship throughout the game. Please cheer in a positive manner in support of both teams. Our officials today are Gabriel Cauchy, Kevin Parker, and Mario Rodriguez. Our athletic trainer is Fee Lennon from Rush Physical Therapy. And now for your starting lineups. For the Mustangs, 0, Keegan O'Keefe. Number 5, Sienna Thurston. 7, Sadie Rhodes. Number 8, Alyssa Lamb. Number 9, Gianna Lamb. 10, Yessie Lopez. Number 13, Kendall Kuntz. 14, Hannah Hake. Number 21, Mallory Crowley. 23, Ashley Molinari. And 25, Skylar Swanson. The Mustangs are head coached by Chris Hernandez, assisted by Adam Peterson, Andrew Simbalsta, and John Stapleton. And now for your Dukes of York. 00, Ava Lewandowski. 2, Kate Carter. Number 11, Evelyn Messakar. 12, Ellie Kehoe. Number 13, Jordan Ebner. 14, Madison Schaefer. Number 18, Maggie Quinn. 21, Adriana Supos. 22, Avery O'Brien. Number 23, Elsie Stanley. And 24, Elizabeth Byrne-Conchana. The Dukes are coached by Stephen Dobrich, assisted by Marcus Roy. And now, please stand for the playing of our national anthem. Let's have a great game.
Hello, Dukes, and good evening here from Clarence D. Eastfield, joining you for the regional championship here at the York Regional site as the York Dukes, the home team, are taking on the Downers South Mustangs. Both these teams won their regional first round, the Dukes taking out Hubbard in a 9-0 shutout, and Downers South taking out Oak Lawn in a 6-0 shutout. So both these teams have started off this tournament very, very strong, both competing for the state title. Obviously, the winner of this game will advance to the Downers Grove South sectional first round. Unclear who they will be playing, but game is underway. Supos punts this one away for the Dukes upfield, and it's going to be taken away by DGS. Molinari in the backfield getting trapped by Supos. Gets stopped by Quinn. That one is sent back and away. Crowley gets that one tapped away from Carter. She keeps that one in bounds. Nice move there. Kicks this one up. Header here from Schaefer is no good. Madison Schaefer should have had a very promising performance in the first round game against Hubbard. Benches were cleared very early in that game, though, and obviously they were just trying to reach the 1/2 mercy rule threshold, which was nine goals were needed in a half to end the first half. Now, Downers South pushing. They're in scoring territory right now. Great defense there by Messakar, taking that one away. Trips her over, nothing called. Stanley gives one right back to the Mustangs. Tapped out. Now Lamb. Carter taking this one away. Messakar, Balachanga, and Schaefer making up a good defense already for this Dukes team. This one's stripped away again. Quinn to Carter. Shot in the hands of the DGS goalie. 2 saves on the day already. Dukes coming out aggressive. And DGS goalie, matching that aggressiveness very early on. Carter taking this one away. Almost trips. Gets this one through the foot of her defender. Schaefer falls down trying to grab that one. Now Carter. That one out of bounds. Nope. Kept in by Kehoe. Schaefer crossing. No good. Carter there for the rebound, and that one is off right. Already 3 shot attempts for the Dukes very early on, and they are trying to get on the board, wasting no time. DGS starting with this one in the net. Up to the 40-yard line, O'Brien. That one last touched by her. And Downers South will start with it again. It's Rhodes. Throwing gives it now to Lopez. Going the Dukes' way. Stanley trying to get this one to Quinn. Off the head of DGS, off the foot again. York ball. Supos to O'Brien. Taken away by DGS. Barlachanga doing a great job tracking that ball down. Now gives it to Kehoe. She's crossing midfield, and it's stripped away again by DGS, forcing yet another turnover. Thrown in again. This one slips away. Carter takes this one at the 40, surveying. Punts it up to Quinn. Is she going to be able to get there in time? No, she's walled off by a DGS defender. Mazeppi trying to make a move. Schaefer strips this one away. Now back to Mazeppi. Over to Lopez. Messakar kicks this one out. going DGS's way. Carter turns this one over. Mazeppi being worked on by Quinn. Both these teams just trying to take this ball away as quick as possible, and they are both getting runs for their money. Out of bounds again. Duke's ball, though. Duke's ball. They will retain possession. A lot of throw-ins thus far. A lot of throw-ins. Just some quick passes that have resulted in turnovers or just checkouts. Now Quinn gets this one blocked. Supos with a nice ball there. No one there in goal. Supos gets it back. This one has some arc on it. This one from South has some arc on it. Off the head of Supos. O'Brien now handling. Nice move there. Another nice move. Gives that one over to Schaefer now. She tries to give this one down low to Carter, but it's booted away by DGS. Messakar shaking off her defender there. Pulled down by Kehoe, but this one rolls a bit too far away. Downer South, trying to make a move. Turnover called better on DGS. Supos punts this one. Taken away by DGS. Off the head of Keogh, off the head of Ebner, and in the hands of the DGS goalkeeper. Carter's still there, though. Risky business. But DGS now pushing the other way. They don't have numbers. Messakar pulled down by Kehoe. Out of bounds. DGS with a chance here. Now in the corner. Stanley pulls that one down, but it's right back in the hands of DGS. She's going to try and keep this one in bounds, and they will say is last out on DGS. Going York's way. Supos. York ball. Almost 10 minutes into the game now, still scoreless. Both these teams have been very aggressive, though. They know what's on the line. Again, this Dukes team has just been improving and improving game by game, and they are definitely showing some promise in where they want to be heading into the playoffs and possibly heading back to sectionals, which was not seen as that high of a possibility or that much of a possibility about a month and a half ago. But they have definitely proven themselves, and this has mainly been on the back of Carter and Supos, who have really taken the lead here for the Dukes. Punted away again, pulled down by Messakar, but taken away by DGS. Here they go the other way. Stanley trying to wall off Swanson there. Now Kehoe getting in the mix, takes it away. And that one falls short right back to DGS. O'Brien tried running away with that one. Stunted there by Stanley. Swanson gives us one in the corner now to Lamb. Lamb making a nice move. Barlachanga sends it away. So it'll stay with Downer South, though. This one now in the backfield for DGS. Carter trying to chase this one down. And it is back in York scoring territory here. Nice job there by Supos freeing the ball. Gives it over to Carter. Giving this one down low to Schaefer. Punted away. O'Brien takes a hit there, and it is staying with the Dukes. Long kick here down low. Quinn not there in time. Messacar trying to pull this one down. Right at midfield, she's tripped up. Injured Mustang on the field. Time will stop. We will step aside momentarily as the trainers come out. You're watching York Sports Network. Welcome back here from the quick injury timeout. Injured Mustang being helped off the field right now, and this game has been, in the words of Luke Pazinski, nothing more or less than electric. And the Dukes and the Mustangs are exchanging blows. Downer South still with 0 shots on goal, but they have been successful at getting into scoring position, just not able to completely capitalize. But in fairness, neither of the Dukes completely, but they have had quite a few shots on goal already. Supos will kick this one from the 47. Supos, this one falls loose there. Stay with York. Corner kick, this is definitely where the Dukes are lethal. Looks like they might just... Carter might just give this one to Ebner. Maybe not, actually. Looking like she's winding up for something. It's initiated, and it's off the head there of a DGS defender. Great job there by Lube. But it will stay with the Dukes, though. But great job thwarting that play. Out of bounds again. Kehoe throwing in. Carter pulls this one down. Taken away by DGS. Staying with the Dukes. Not completely taken by DGS. This time it's going to the Mustangs, though. I'm just going to try and make these turnovers and mishaps just sound exciting, because that has been 90% of this game thus far. 90%. And it's rolling out of play. You know, Dukes, today was the last day of school here at York High School, last day of finals, or as they are called CSAs. It is the exact same thing as finals, just patented a different way. But they serve the same purpose to demonstrate your understanding from the semester. But Dukes, you're done. It's break time. This will be the last time we will be joining you on York Sports Network for this calendar school year. It's been a great year. Obviously, we salute Connor Choi, Christian McQuade, and Shep Plamann, our seniors who are going on to freshman year of college. And both of them, or all three of them, excuse me, are set to do amazing things. But next year, you can expect a lot. Obviously, we'll be starting out with fall season football and girls volleyball and boys soccer coming your way. Three very exciting sports. Always great to start out in August with those. First football game will be August 31st against Glenbrook South, if I'm not mistaken, at Glenbrook South. Highlight of next season, though, the Dukes will be hosting Glenbard West. We know what that entails. Obviously, the biggest rivalry in the state of Illinois will live on at Clarence D. East Field next year. And hopefully the ball will not be ran or thrown out of play as much as it has been this game thus far, or punted out of play as well. Can't have Jack O'Connor punting out plays like that. Supos hesitates there, but still kicks it from the 34. Too high there for Carter. Too high of a kick there from Ebner through the uprights. But nice play initiated there. Ball just a bit too high. York baseball happening across the road right now, too. I cannot tell you the score because the trees here are all back to having beautiful, beautiful leaves, and I can no longer see the scoreboard because of the tree that sits on St. Charles Road. But it's a big game over there. York versus Downers Grove North, the second to last game of that series. I believe the Dukes are down 0-1 in that one, and that is still a toss-up series there on who can claim the conference title. Right now, OPRF claims it after that strong showing they had against the Dukes in that three-game series where they swept them. One game played at York, 2 played at OPRF, and that series was just absolutely incredible. And I think OPRF really solidified themselves as state contenders in that one. Not sure if they are in state contention, though, for girls soccer. I could not tell you. They have not played here yet, or have not played a home game. This one punted away by DGS. Stanley lets this one go out. And it is York ball. 24 minutes left in the first half here, almost halfway through one half. Quinn controlling this one. Gets this one stripped away, though. Nice move by Lopez. Kicks this one up ahead. Messacar there to give this one to Stanley. Stunted there for Supo, so it's to Molinari for DGS. She's pushing across the field now, giving it up ahead. Nice touch there. High pass. Can it be pulled down? It is pulled down, but instead by Ellie Kehoe of York. Back over to Molinari, though. Long kick here in the hands of Lewandowski. Her first save of the day. And she is going to try and punt this one up and away for the Dukes. No, yeah, she will punt it. Looked like a bowling stance. She is on the York bowling team, so I would not be surprised. Not a skilled bowler. You can ask a lot of people that. I bowled a 72 last time I went to the alley. It was at like 11:30, so it was a rough outing, but you know, it's not a sport for everyone. I just can't get the curve I want on the ball. With getting the speed at the same time, it just stunts everything. So you'll knock down the first 3 pins when getting that curve, but yeah, and then if I try the curve, it's a gutter ball. Stanley to Supos. Turned over. That would have been a nice breakaway there for the Dukes, but it's halted by Rhodes. She gives it up ahead now. Nice fancy footwork here from Lamb. Stanley fights her off. York ball. .51:55 to go now. This one too far ahead for any Duke. No one downfield. DGS controls. Almost out. Kuntz. To Lamb. Up ahead now. DGS with an open field. Here they go pushing O'Brien, trying to slow this one down. And it is thwarted again by the Dukes. Messacar will kick this one out. Nice job catching up on the play there. Still a scoreless game. Again, both these teams completed shutouts against much lower seeds, however, but they were very, very successful. This one taken away by O'Brien. Now to Carter. Gives this one up ahead. Ebner's going to have to chase this one down. And it goes out before she can get there. So DGS possession, Rhodes to throw in. Almost out of bounds there. It's saved by Swanson, though. She pulls it down at the last second. Quinn off the leg there. Swanson again. Moving up, Swanson. In the feet of Messacar. Spinning high ball. It's pulled down by Rhodes. Ebner there trying to take that one away. Barchanga tries to give that one to O'Brien. And a weak shot is off there. Interesting possession there from the Mustangs. Inside of 20 minutes left here in the first half. It's been a slow game with some bursts every once in a while, but both these teams are definitely slowing things down. We saw them coming out guns blazing, but kind of just settled down. Everything's been more around midfield now, skirmishes between the 35s of either side. As we see right now, trying to cross the 35. Swanson to Lopez. And this one is just not being picked up by a Mustang. Ebner trying to take this one away. Now behind midfield, out of bounds, York ball. Substitutions will be made here as Bianchi will come in along with Voirel. Schaefer and Ebner will check out now. Early substitutions made here by Coach Dobrich. We'll see what he's trying to do for an angle here, subbing in Lily Bianchi. Definitely interesting move. Voirel, again, has been a call-up for this Dukes team and has filled a tremendous role that they have lost with Tatum Maylander's torn ACL that they suffered this season. Also injured for the Dukes is Jamie Folco, who has been a critical part of this Dukes midfield. Now Carter here with a chance. Really getting chased down. Just has to give this one up. And DGS with another saving goal. Carter. Taken away by DGS again. Now Molinari. Takes a tumble. Barlachanga gets this one. Out of bounds. Lamb. Back behind. Kehoe. To Voirel. Going DGS's way. DGS with a chance to have their first goal of the game thus far. Take a 1-0 lead. It'll be Crowley. Kick. Pulled down by Lewandowski. Molinari unsuccessful there again. Didn't opt to initiate a play there, just took it herself. Unsuccessful. Lewandowski kicks this one away. It's not across midfield. Rhodes out of bounds. Bianchi was to touch it last. Pulled down there by Stanley. Bianchi fighting for it, gives it over to Supos. Now behind. Carter. At the 35, gives this one over now. To Voirol, who can't control that one. But Kehoe is at the 40. Almost out of play there. DGS with a nice save again. Keep it in bounds. Getting across midfield now. Again. It's to Lamb. And Messakar is just going to kick this one out of play. And they're going to say it was actually the last touch by DGS there. So they will have it. High ball here. O'Brien trying to get under this one. Stripped away. Bianchi tried to go in there and save that one. High kick there. Stanley. Little head-to-head action there. DGS ball. Lamb got hit pretty hard. Long kick here. Still on the ground. Kehoe punts this one away. This one goes over the fence. Substitution made here by DGS, however. O'Brien. Now DGS again. This one out of bounds.
Just checked in for the Mustangs, number 15, Abby Stapleton.
Abby Stapleton is the subbed-in Mustang. Thank you to Mr. Lasky for that one. I don't have what are they called? I'm gonna feel like such an idiot when I remember what they're called. Oh my gosh, I can't remember it. All right, back to the game. Binoculars. I don't have binoculars. That's what it is. Man. Anyway, it's DGS's possession. Sorry, I got carried away there. I just can't believe I forgot that. Supos now at the 30. Nice move there, just can't get back to the ball in time. Out of bounds. Stanley to initiate again. 12:55 left in this game. Carter trying to push off her defender there. And DGS swoops in. Nice job there by Kuntz. Corner throw in here from Stanley. Gives this one to Supos. And, oh my gosh, Voirol really tried making a run for that ball. Going off of the DGS goalie. O'Keefe. This one given up ahead now. Messakar kicks this one out. DGS controlling now at the 40. Now behind. Playing more content here. Rhodes. Bianchi defending. And it is Duke's ball. A substitution will be made here again by Coach Dobrich. It is number 17, Elena Honka coming in. Charlotte Fitzer coming in. Supos will sit. Stanley to Fitzer. Now to Bianchi. Over to O'Brien. O'Brien gets tripped up there. Fitzer gives us one to Carter now at the 25. Ball there just hooked a bit to left. Bit of wind here tonight. Chillier day. You would expect May 23rd to be warmer, but that is Illinois for you. So, not pleasant per se, but it's not snowing. It's not snowing. This ball going down her South's way now. Hake. Up ahead now to Lopez. Back to Hake. Voiro was really just trying to defend both of them at the same time. Long kick here from DGS. It's back to Hake. Broken up by the Dukes. Voiro got caught on a stutter step there. Looking a bit winded out there. Ebner taking this one away. And that one rolls out of bounds. And no nets up to guard the ball. No nets behind the goal. It was very windy. I'd understand why we wouldn't want to put that up. Lewandowski punts this one away. Kept alive, though.
Checked into the game for the Mustangs, number 17, Cora Murphy.
Cora Murphy checked into the game now for DGS. Less than 10 minutes to go here in the first half. Still a scoreless game. Carter at the 45 gives one up ahead now to Voirel. Here's a chance for the Dukes. Voirel by herself, and she is not there in time. Rhodes recovers for DGS. But now it is a chance from the corner from the Dukes. It will be Carter to initiate. We'll see if she could get this ball to hook where she wants it. That was the issue with the last one. And that one is no good again. Tough defense there from DGS. Swanson. Stanley walling Swanson off there. Nice job. 8:10 to go in the first half. The Dukes again with a considerably higher amount of shots on goal here thus far. Kicked out by O'Brien. Considerably higher amount of shots on goal thus far, and score has not reflected that, though, as it is still anyone's game. Another substitution made here by DGS. Sophia Tyson there.
Sophia Tyson.
This one will be thrown in by Tyson herself. And it is off the head of Voirel, so she'll just start again. Same spot. That one off the head of a York defender again. So here's a corner opportunity from the Mustangs. Excuse me. Their first corner kick of the day. Let's see how this goes. It's Lopez from the corner. Less than 7 minutes. Lopez. And that one off the head there, off the head of Schaefer. Tracked out by the Dukes. Lopez recovers at the 20. Out of bounds. Great job there by the Dukes. It's going their way now. Able to thwart off that corner kick, or you could say it was DGS's own wrongdoing there. Just off the head there. Running ball. Quinn gives us one up ahead to Carter now. This one at the 25, taken away by DGS. I just realized I'm wearing a light blue sweater. That's not purposeful. I'm a Dukes fan. But I guess that was, yeah. My cameraman is wearing a York hoodie. Good man. Yikes. Yeah, that wasn't intentional. I'm really just realizing that. But it's too cold for a t-shirt out today, folks. Too chilly. Kuntz getting this one across midfield. Now to Lamb. Behind here. Back up ahead. Stutter step from Murphy. And here is Lewandowski pulling this one away just before Lamb could get there to tap that one in. Remains scoreless. 5:15 left. This one gets across midfield. Schaefer not there in time for the Dukes, but it will go York's way. Kehoe to throw in. 5 minutes remain. That one turned over there. Fitzer not able to hold that one. Again, DGS's ball. Schaefer is not the last to touch that one, so to go York's way. Kehoe to throw in. Carter pulls this one down. She's off to the races now at the 20, the 10. Crosses here. Voirol. Oh, just off there. Would that have been magnificent or what? To put the Dukes on the board for the first time, but yeah, that's unfortunate right there. It looked like it had the spin that it needed. But how about another corner kick opportunity from the Dukes, though? I'd say it's been about like a 20% success rate on corner kicks thus far from the Dukes at home, so not terrible. But that time Carter opted just to touch it over to Voirol. He gives this one back to Carter now at the 10. Fakes out a defender. Oh, and that one is left again. Carter using some agility here already, turning quicker than her defenders. Able to shake them off. Shamgod. Rhodes. Stanley. Out. Tyson. Stanley. This one not out. High ball. Fitzer dribbles that one away. DGS possession in the end zone. 2:45 to go. The equalizer is still existent, as Christian McQuade would say. Still 0-0. That one out. York's ball. Quinn. Nice touch up ahead there. Schaefer can't get there in time. O'Brien back to Schaefer, though. That one a bit too high, but she's still going to try and track this one down. She gets tossed there. Quick welcome back to Ronald Acuna Jr. from injury. First pitch of the season, crushes it. It's good to have him back. Good to have him back. Wow. That one's going York's way, or down or South's way. With a minute and a half to go, we'll see if they can get something on the board before we head to half. O'Brien at the 40. Taken away by DGS. Almost lost it there for a sec. Fitzer there to track her down. Will it go out? No, it will not. Now here comes DGS. Murphy pushing. Nice touch there. Broken up by Messakar, though. Now O'Brien. Ooh, nice move there. Now behind DGS. Voirel taps this one away, though. She's off to the races by herself. Can she capitalize this time for the Dukes? Yes, she can. Izzy Voirel, first to score here for the Dukes, making this a 1-0 game just before we head to half. Able to tap that one away by herself, take it back 30 yards. And the Dukes might just head into the locker rooms here, leading. DGS with a chance for the equalizer here. .35 seconds to go. Lopez gives us one behind. Try and go quickly now. Murphy getting across midfield. Nice touch there. Over to Lamb. Ooh, ball has some perfect motion there. And it's staying with DGS. Tyson just let that one roll out. She'll throw in with 13 seconds to go. We'll see if they could get something to go or even try. Stanley intercepts this one. Still in the hands of DGS. Out of bounds. And that should do it. Your first half score, 1-0. York with a goal in the final 40 seconds of play to put them up. And they are trying to hang in here. We'll see if DGS can fire back. We will be back in 10 minutes. Second half coming your way. You're watching York Sports Network. Hello, Dukes. Welcome back. It was a slow first half until the last 38 seconds where the Dukes were able to capitalize. Voirrell forcing a turnover on Downer South, and she took it her own way by herself. And, you know, like I said, it was finals week here this week at York, so I'm a bit drained. But hopefully that halftime break is rejuvenating for not just me, but players on both ends of the field. Talk over some strategy. I mean, I know the Dukes do have one on the board, but that's not to say everything was sunshines and rainbows for them in the first half. There was definitely some issues, some mechanics issues. They've been controlling the ball much longer. However, they have not entirely been able to capitalize on all their shot attempts. Definitely a higher volume of shot attempts than DGS, and DGS needs to work on getting more shot attempts. So, I'm no expert. I'm really not. Maggie Quinn trying to get this one across midfield. Gives it over to Carter now at the 40. Pushing up is Ebner not there in time. Schaefer gets this one now in the end zone. Keeping this one in bounds. Crossing Quinn. No good there. Tripped up. Supos. Almost had a second chance. Man. 38.5, and that is already an action-packed first 90 seconds of this game, folks. 90 seconds this half, second half. Duke's just looking to extend on their lead. Ebner here initiating at the 30, 25 out of bounds. DGS will have their first possession of the game now. Now, friends, there is a debate going on right now. What is better, the NBA playoffs or the NHL playoffs? It's a contentious debate. What would you rather watch tonight, the Oilers game or the Pacers-Knicks game? And notice how I said the Oilers game because I don't know who the Oilers are playing because I am watching the Pacers-Knicks game later tonight, which starts in 30 minutes. So might have to watch that at the same time as this. You know, we might even have an overtime situation here. Who knows? This game is still not entirely in the Duke's hands. I mean, you can't ride off of a one-goal lead this entire game. Here comes Downer South with an open field. That ball just a bit too far there for Hake, but she still pulls it down. Temp is dropping. We'll see how that affects these teams' play. 57 degrees. It doesn't feel like 57. What's the feels like? In my opinion, it feels like 45. They say it feels like 54. That can't be true. I disagree with the weather app. Schaefer almost turned over. It actually is turned over, excuse me. Barlachanga over to Stanley. Up ahead to Ebner now at the 40. Carter. Wind picking up here. Don't know if you can tell. Schaefer, open field, nice shot, and she is called for an offsides there. Jumped the gun a bit too much. That's a bit costly. That was a nice look. Unfortunate. But we move. And now DGS with a chance to move here. Crowley to kick. Kuntz. Long kick here across midfield. And I thought the Dukes were still trying to score on that side for a second. Got really excited there. That would have been a nice look, wouldn't it have been? But DGS with the look now in scoring territory here at the 25. It's Hake to throw in. Quinn kicks this one away now to Carter at the 40. Trying to get this one across midfield. Oh, and she fakes out a defender there. Nice ball. Schaefer not there in time. Quinn trying to recover. Kehoe, nice job walling off there, taking it away for the Dukes now across midfield. Now to Ebner at the 30. Lamb closing in on her. Kicked out. It'll stay with the Dukes. Anthony Lamb is not a human being or a human being of relevance, but Jeremy Lamb is from the Charlotte Hornets, Sacramento Kings, and Oklahoma City Thunder. Of course, his iconic half-court, three-quarters court buzzer beater against the Raptors in his time on the Hornets. But my cameraman said, Anthony Lamb, and I gave him a confused face. I'm like, that's not a person of significance, last I checked. Jeremy Lamb is, though. But so is Alyssa Lamb. We do need to ask post-game, are they of relation somehow? Are they of relation? I doubt it, but we've seen crazier things. Check your family tree. Check your Ancestry.com, folks. I would highly recommend you sign up for it. Now DGS with it. 33:45 to go. Voirrell trying to free that ball. Excuse me, that was Stanley trying to free that ball. DGS pushing ahead now. And great job again. Messacar walling off that ball. It'll stay with DGS, but definitely a toll could have been taken there. Throw in here, Stanley. Carter. High ball. Supos hesitates. Kicks now behind to Carter. Or forward, actually. O'Brien at the 35, pushing ahead. Directing traffic, telling Schaefer she's got to move ahead. Now Schaefer trying to cross this one back over to O'Brien. She gets there in time. Going into the corner. Ooh, and a great stop there by number 13, Kendall Kuntz. And it'll be Kehoe to throw in for the Dukes again. Dukes definitely had a chance to capitalize there, and I don't know what just happened. I looked away for a second, and Supos was on the floor. She seems fine. Oh, Kehoe with some head-to-head collision there. Nothing called, though. She's taken a few head-to-head collisions, I would say, this season. I feel like I've noticed a considerable amount. Messacar seals this one off at the 20. Okuku. Tension right here. 25-yard line here for the start of this initiation here from Molinari for DGS. All starting outside the box. Molinari. Nice touch there. High. Oh, that. Ooh. Ooh. That was risky. That was risky. Lewandowski throws this one ahead. That one is too short there for Schaefer. Kehoe off her body. Out of play. Kehoe to throw in. Quinn trying to track this one down. She does. But DGS was not the last to touch it. No, they were. They were. That's awesome. All right. Carter gives this one up ahead, trying to give it to someone. No one there in time. Madam Forge. Kuntz. Hot potato. Crowley. Getting this one across midfield. Way up ahead now. Here's a break for DGS. Lewandowski grabs that one again. Less than 30 minutes to go. Ebner pulls this one down. Psych. It's pulled down by Molinari for DGS. Now Kuntz up ahead at the 40. Quinn takes this one away. Here come the Dukes off to the races. Quinn showing off some speed here at the 20. Slows down, crosses over to Ebner. Bit too far. She still shoots this one. Beautiful ball, but it is just a bit too far left. Oh, that would have been nice. 2 solo goals from Ebner against Hubbard on Tuesday. That one was a tough one to nail. Quinn can't pull that one down, a bit too high. DGS ball. And I see a Duke soccer fan with some 7-Eleven hot chocolate. That is a great move right there. I wish I would have thought about that or brought some hand warmers. My hands are freezing, and John always complains about me doing this, having my head outside the window, but I am too small to see everything else happening on the far left and far right sides of the field. It's difficult, man. It's difficult. Track throws a lot of these dimensions off. Carter somehow gets this one back. Can't push up ahead, though. DGS, nice ball there. Off the head of Kehoe, out of bounds. DGS ball. Less than 27 minutes to go now. Off the head of Kehoe. This is a high runner. Pulled down. Supos up ahead. Carter's going to push away for this one. She has a nice look here. Carter, tough angle, and sealed away again by O'Keefe. O'Keefe, excuse me. And now it's a corner kick, though. And they're actually going to capitalize on this one, I think. Carter. Oh, high ball there. Tracked out, though, by Ebner at the 25. Trying to get a little loose there. My headset keeps almost falling off. Quinn at the 30. Oh, that was a graceful fall right there, wasn't it? Oh, it's still down. Oh! What just happened? Kehoe to throw in. Oh. Supos with a little back of the head action there. Ebner pulls this one down. This one is through the uprights again. That's her third shot attempt of the night. 2 of them going through the uprights. Couple substitutions being made here by DGS. They still trail by 1. Arg. This has not been a pretty performance from them thus far. Ebner up ahead. Parlachanga, this one's out. Ooh, Supos not able to hold on to that one. Ooh. High ball. Carter and Rhodes fighting for it. It's out of bounds. Off the leg of Carter. 25 minutes left in the second half. Dukes looking to extend their lead. DGS looking to get the equalizer. Off the head of Quinn. Hake. Boot. Kehoe. Now to Quinn. That one rolls a little. Now Supos. What is with these graceful falls, back-to-back ones? Just sliding across. Sliding across. It's graceful. It's classy, and that's what a Duke is. Lewandowski. Sorry, folks. The computer went dormant for a sec, so you haven't been able to see the time and score for a while. There it is. 1-0, 24 minutes left here in the second half. Kehoe up ahead now to Carter. Ooh, somehow that ball works out for her. She's crossing now. Ebner. Oh, it's broken up. Quinn. What are you going to do? Oh! Taken away by DGS. Man, the turf monster. He is alive. He is real. And he does not like the Dukes, even on their home territory in this regional championship game. Oh! Carter. Kehoe. Kehoe pushing. It's taken away, though. Nice job there by Hake walling her off. Now giving up ahead. Here's a chance for DGS. Thurston gets sealed off, though, by Messakar. She kicks this one out. They collide. Messakar is saying, what? I got tripped. Hake to throw in, though. Lamb. Zeffie behind. Long kick here. Lewandowski right in her hands. 22:45 to go. Schaefer pulls this one down. Now Supis to Carter. Carter pushing ahead. Oh! That is how ACL injuries happen, folks. That is how they happen. Messakar to Carter. Carter trying to pull this one down. Supos. Schaefer now crossing. Crossing. Oh, and that one not there for Ebner in time. They've just been delayed on those touches thus far here in the second half. They've attempted that about 4 times now, I believe. 3 or 4 times. That one goes out. DGS. You know, Downers South, we don't see as much as Downers Grove North. Downers South, of course, in the West Suburban Gold Division. DGN in the West Suburban Silver Division with us Dukes. And although they are both the West Suburban Conference, we know which division is better. But divisions in college, most college conferences don't exist anymore. Big Ten East, Big Ten West, just doesn't really exist anymore. Sunbelt has an East and West. Sunbelt has divisions. The Sunbelt has divisions. The Sunbelt's interesting because, you know, you have some participants for specific sports, like the A10 or the MAC. For example, NIU. Ebner gets sealed off here by DGS. Lopez in the hands of the athletic trainer. Stanley. 20 minutes to go here in the second half. Duke still with a 1-0 lead. They're looking to extend it. And DGS looking for the equalizer of equalizations that can equalize what has not been equalized. Stanley. Carter. Stanley, Messakar kicks this one out of bounds. It's getting cold out. Like, you know, February cold out. Baseball's still going across the street. Gotta wonder what's going on over there. Some confusion here between the officials. Less than 20 minutes left now. DGS looking to tie things up. Messacar kicks this one away. Recovered by DGS, though. It's a spinning ball given behind now. Not midfield. Rhodes. Pushing at the 30. Thwarted by O'Brien, though. Thwarted by DGS, though, in return. They get this one away for midfield. Now it's Thurston. This ball high off the head of Stanley and out of bounds DGS. Off the head. Oh, here's a ball for DGS. It's broken up by the Dukes. Give him behind. A kick. That is in the hands of Lewandowski again. Another great save from her. 18:45 to go. Lewandowski. The 50. Duke's ball. Nice job by Schaefer there. 18 and a half. Supos to kick from the opposing 47. Voirel. This one bouncing. O'Brien. Ooh. This one given back up ahead. Barlachanga at the 30. Now to Voirel. She's back here for the Dukes. Carter trying to chase this one down herself, but it is taken away by DGS. DGS crowd is getting loud over here. Not just the crowd, but the bench. The bench definitely showing what a bench mob really is. And they've tapped into their bench quite a bit early into this game. I believe making 5 sets of substitutions. That's a considerable amount. 17:30. Oh, I was about to say, that's got to be a handball. I don't know what you do in that situation, though, if you're Quinn. Got to play it off a bit better. That's what I would do. Quinn gets this one back, though, at the 30. Reversing, gives this one to Voirel. Turns this one over. Back to Quinn, though. Nice touch up ahead to Voirel, but this one's going to roll out of bounds before she can get there. And DGS is to have possession now with 16 and a half. 16 minutes and 30 seconds for DGS to tie this one or take the lead, or they will be sent home. And York will, in fact, be heading to sectionals, which is, again, something most people would not assume would be happening this season if you watched back a month or two ago, but they have definitely improved, shown off, developed chemistry as well, not just talent, but chemistry. That's the most important aspect, you could argue. And, I mean, they've been incredible. Lewandowski in her hands. Open playing field for her. This one Schaefer turns this one over. Molinari now goes behind midfield. Kick back up ahead. Lopez. Quick pass back to Lopez. Supos there trying to take it away. Lamb. Up ahead. Keogh trying to play some solid D here. Stapleton is able to not get this one turned over on her. Stanley. High ball. And it's a corner kick here for DGS. This is a great opportunity for them to capitalize. Trouble for the Dukes. Dobrich shouting from across the field. They need some lockdown D here. Lopez to initiate from the corner. It's a nice ball. Up. Still up. And now out of the box. Lopez recovers, though. Gives us one right over. Corner move walled off here by Stanley. She turns this one over. And now Voirel pushing this one up ahead. Carter not there for that ball, though. Rolling. Doles. We'll just give this one right to Voirel here. Here's an open playing field for the Dukes. This one given up ahead to Carter. This one's turned over, though. Going the other way. Dukes opted to go for some slower pace there on offense. Interesting move. DGS was able to catch up in time. Oh, that one off the face of Stanley. DGS ball. Thrown in. Voirel knocks this one away, though. Supos. The 50. Bouncing behind. Rhodes has this one now. Carter coming to close in. Trying to force a turnover here with some open scoring opportunity. And it's out of bounds on her. Hold your horses, says the ref to Hannah Hake. You can't just throw that one in without my permission. Lamb turns this one over to O'Brien now. O'Brien turns this one over, but it's back to Supos now. Nice touch up ahead to Voirel. Voirel at the 25. Turning. Pushing. A shot. No good there. Carter trying to track that one back down. 12.5 minutes to go in the hands of the goalkeeper O'Keefe for DGS. A short kick here to Lopez off her leg. Oh! Cross up. But doesn't break the ankles of Voirel. She sticks. Now Quinn with this one at the 45. Gives this one up ahead to Carter. Carter a touch here to Voirel. Can she get there in time? Or will Doles? York ball. 12 minutes. What? Oh, it's DGS's ball on the goal. Okay. Long kick here. O'Brien. Now Carter. Oh, turned over. DGS looking for the equalizer still with 11.5 to go. Still a skirmish at midfield. Both teams just trying to pull this one away. It's a Duke's here. What was I just saying? Scoring territory there. Kuntz to Lopez. Pushing up ahead. Stanley kicks that one out. DGS. Voirrell to O'Brien now. Nice touch. Over to Supos. Now up ahead. Schaefer. Can she get there in time? She cannot. 10-15. Duke's moving the ball around nicely, though. Off the head of Schaefer there. Carter there to close in. She has it at the 25. Now back to Schaefer at the 20. Ooh. Sets herself up there. Now in the corner. Crossing. Out of bounds. How about another corner kick here for the Dukes? Carter to initiate. 9:45. Dukes with the chance to extend their 1-0 lead. If you're DGS, you got to seal this off here. She might just opt to give this one to Ebner. Nope, she won't. Carter. This one still in the air. Nope, Schaefer unsuccessful that time. And it goes out. Kehoe's there to recover. That's a high ball. Pulled down by Ebner. Out of bounds. York ball. Still in scoring territory, though. Trying to extend that lead. 9 minutes to go. And there's an injured Duke on the field. So with that, we will take a quick timeout. You are watching York Sports Network. Welcome back here. Messacar being helped off the field after she took a tumble in the box off that corner kick attempt. So the Dukes will have to try and play on without her. That is a big piece of your defense you are losing, though. So we'll see how costly that turns out to be and if she is able to return in the last 9 minutes here, but if you're Coach Dober, should just say 9 minutes, we won't risk it. Oh, wow, Schaefer. Taken away by DGS. But it's Fitzer trying to recover. She's back into the game now. Oof. Out. Wow, they're going to say that's going DGS's way. Questionable call. Now Carter at the 40. Nice touch up ahead here to Schaefer. She gets walled off, though. Oh! Turf Monster strikes on DGS this time. 8:20. And an update from you across the street. The Dukes did lose to DGN. I don't know in what fashion, but I do know they lost. So, unfortunate. Fitzer stuttered there trying to chase for that ball. Not sure what exactly happened. Now Stanley kicks this one way up ahead. Carter. Schaefer. In the corner now. That tap ahead just a bit too short. Now Carter recovers. Nice ball there. Still out. Ebner not there in time. O'Keefe grabs that one. Pulls it away. 7.5 minutes left. Quinn gets this one taken away. Now Kehoe at the 30. Tumble. Lamb at the 30. Thurston. Nice movement on that ball there. Quinn boots this one away. Carter not able to hold that one, though. Turned over. Rhodes up ahead. Now Lamb. Oh, Schaefer. Tough fall. That ball walled off by Kehoe. Nice job there. Hake taking this one away now. Supos up ahead to Carter. She's pushing by herself, uncontested, using her speed. No one's going to catch her. Carter, a shot. Oh, Kate Carter, uncontested, makes this a 2-0 game with 6:18 to go. And if you're noticing a trend here on these two goals from the Dukes, it is that they have been able to use their speed to their advantage. That first one from Voirel, just a fast break by herself. And that one from Carter, a fast break all the way across midfield. Not slowing down. Found a nice spot, top left of the goal. Perfect motion. Perfect. Now DGS needs to come back down 2-0. If not, this will send York to Downer South. The sectional is being played at Downer South. Thurston evades O'Brien. That one high. Oh, man, it's still out. Oh, nice job by the Dukes on defense there. Sealed off 3 times there with an open goal for a sec, mind you. Everything seems to be gelling now for the Dukes on both offense and defense, and they just made that entire amazing sequence of events, as our great friend Zach Silkaitis likes to say, without Messakar. So 5:20 to go. And the ref is telling Stanley, no time wasting. No time wasting. We're going now. Now inside of 5 minutes. Emner. Out. DGS. Nope. York ball. 7:36, your time of day. White Sox are up 2-0. Base is still loaded here. No, 3-0 now. It's been a Miguel Vargas and Andrew Benintendi and Luis Robert performance here on these 3 runs thus far. Just loading the bases, singles, walks. Just going in a nice pattern cycle here. That's what you want. And congratulations to Miguel Vargas on winning Player of the Week. Well-deserved, well-deserved. A lot of people wrote him off. But he has maybe been the best player for the White Sox this month alone. But now with Benintendi back and Vaughn being sent down, we'll see what that entails. Because by most people's accounts, Tendi is the best player on the White Sox. So we'll see. Maybe Vargas took that title from him in his time on IL. Out. Kehoe. 3.5. out. $3:15 to go. Oh, what? What? Yikes. Quinn just getting thrown around in this game thus far. Taking it like a champ, though. You love to see it. 2:45. Supos. Long kick. Carter gets that one. Stolen away. 2:38 left now and counting. And it looks like the Dukes are going to run away with this one.
Checking in for the Dukes, number 4, Briley O'Brien.
Briley O'Brien checking in now as Supos will take a seat. And she has had an incredible performance in this game. Now here's Voirel. No, it's Carter. From the corner now. Saying, game's not over. We're still running a play, of course. Carter. And that one off the head there. Fitzer, ball still in the air. Ebner chasing this one down to her left. Now trying to cross. Out of play. There's 2 soccer balls on the field right now. Which one's in play, though? I think that's time wasting from our ball keepers. I don't know. It's a running clock, no injury time, of course. No injury time, and high school soccer is obviously the clock stops when there is an injury. So these are the last minute 40 unless Downer South can miraculously tie this one up. Here they go, pushing ahead. Nice kick there. That ball high in the hands of Lewandowski. Lewandowski punting this one away. DGS responding with the punt to their own. Kehoe. Up ahead now. Less than a minute to go here. Duke's just trying to seal the deal here on defense. That's going to be their last stand of this game. DGS still not going down without a fight. Nothing called there. Continuation. Given back to DGS. Nice fake there. Carter frees that ball. Gives it up ahead now to Ebner. Up ahead to Carter. Taken away by DGS. 20 seconds. Dukes are going to hold this one. Or just let it go out of bounds. Yes, they will. And that seals it. Your York Dukes are heading to Downer South after knocking out Downer South and are regional champions of the York Regional. Great job by both teams, but the Dukes were able to just use their speed and agility to their ability in this one. One goal coming from Voirel, the second coming from Carter. 2 sophomores scoring here. And now they move on to DGS. Unclear still who they will be facing, but they will still definitely have a test there. We're going to keep it around here for a second for the presentation of the regional trophy, but yeah, we'll step aside for a sec. Mr. Wagner will hand the Dukes, his own Dukes, the IHSA Regional Championship Trophy. Well, Dukes, there you have it. York are the regional champs here at their own regional. Truly inspiring again. A lot of people didn't think they'd be here this season. Just awesome. That will do it for us here tonight. That will do it for us here at YSN this school year. Thank you all for tuning in. I mean, this has been an incredible year. We achieved 400,000 views this year. I mean, that's ridiculous. And it's from you fans that we truly feed off of your appreciation for our coverage. And we always hope we do a great job of that. We would also, again, like to thank our seniors who are graduating, Connor Choi, Christian McQuade, and Shep Plamann. We wish them well, and we can't wait to see you next year. And that will be an even greater year, starting off with some football, soccer, and volleyball in the spring. Get excited, Dukes. I'll be joining you back next year. Some faces will be coming back. Of course, Zach Selkitis, Ryan Brownlee, Gabe Arriaga. Sophomores Griffin Hanna and Henry Borchers will also be returning. And some incoming freshmen coming. I hear another DeSanto is on the way, allegedly. Can't wait to see what he develops to be. Yeah. With that, we will see you next year. It's been awesome, Dukes. We will continue to bring you I'm going to let you go soon. We will continue to bring you updates of this regular season or this postseason run for lacrosse, boys and girls lacrosse, girls soccer, boys volleyball, and baseball, and I'm forgetting something, and I'm sorry. I know I am. Yeah. State already happened for badminton. Anyway, go Dukes. I've been Luca DeSanto. Good night.